Alright, today LVT is in a rematch against PBT, and I'm bringing in quite a unique team. Okay, today I will have Momin for the first time ever in War. I'll have Future Ant-Man, so glad he's back. It's refreshing. And for the first time ever, I will have America Chavez. Yes, going back to my SSX roots, and we'll see what happens. But first, we have this Elsa. Now, I was fortunate enough to wait to make sure she didn't have suicides. Otherwise, I was going to bring in Colossus and take 22 Kingpin with Colossus as well. But I was able to bring in Future Ant-Man instead. And I'm taking Kingpin with Future Ant-Man as well. I really do take no 22 about every war. But there's not much to Elsa. I've got a tactic attacker. So there's really not much to say. There's just no danger bringing in a tactic attacker. Man, I can't talk today. Huh. Well, okay. I can't really talk anyways. I'm Southern. We just put whole sentences together and make it one word. Like, most people say, hey, would you like to go to the store? Nah, we like, hey, you want to? That's what we do. I love being Southern. Yeah, this fight's almost done. I didn't really talk about it much because there's really not much to say. 1 L2, and it basically killed. We're going to throw in some combos. Okay, now I don't know what I'm doing. Well, let's just throw an overkill L2 for fun, I guess. But next, we have Nova. And I can feel the SSX ancestors coming through me with Chavez. That's right. Now, this is my first time using Chavez in War. I've used her a lot. Never in War. So I do throw on an inbound just because, I like wasting them. I don't know what to tell you. I think I actually run out this war. I might have to buy some more. But that's fine. I know how I am. I use them like candy, and then I sit there and wonder, man, I'm already out. How did I do that? And I'm just an idiot. But, it is what it is. That's fine. I'll get more. I ain't that worried about it. So let's see how well I play Chavez, because I got to make my SSX people proud. Okay, we're going to get the negative dimension up. That way he's not going to gain as much power. Do I bait L1s? Yeah, I bait L1s. I throw in an inbound because sometimes I just hate all the baiting. I'm lazy. And so I just push him. I'll just push him to L3 and tank it because it's not going to do much to me. Not that worried about it. And you can see, look at that. She's actually got pretty good damage and he's going down. But 1 L2, lights out. Tiny. Chavez, she's amazing. Yes, I said it. I know what I said. But, alright, the fights get better. The war starts off slow. It picks up, I promise. Now we're going into Kingpin on 22. And the reason I wanted Future Ant-Man instead of Colossus is because that additional, although it's small, power control that Future Ant-Man has, to me it helps a good bit. And I'm not having to worry about power as much. Now you can see, I throw in another inbound. Yeah. And he should never get to an L3. If he does, well, I'm in big trouble anyways. But at least I guess I could tank it. I do have on power backs just to get the L2s faster. Although they're really not needed with Future Ant-Man. Given his play style, you can be aggressive. But I open up with an intercept. Looky there. I do know how to play sometimes. Now, all right, now I'm up to 5. And I'm trying to build up so I can stay in the surging swamp. God, I cannot talk. Man, I tell you, being Southern is really hard sometimes. Really is. But the reason I wanted to keep them up is because it makes him more aggressive. And that means he's going to throw specials quicker, faster. Oh, hey, look, there's my brother trying to sabotage me. Oh, there he goes again. Man, I swear in 30 years, he ain't never wanted to talk to me that much. But let me get in a fight against Kingpin. He suddenly wants to talk. Which it was about work. Me and him worked at the same place. And work has not been kind here lately. And I was already running late. But you can see this fight, not much to it. I spammed the L2s. And it's simple. He was kind. He did throw the specials pretty well. So I was able to control his power fairly well. But now this fight. Okay, this is Chavez's last fight against Nemo on 25. Now, the plan here, okay, is I need at least 2 negative zones up at all times. All times. That way I can reverse the power gain. I can trigger Dex, reverses the power gain. That's the plan. Negative zone, negative zone, negative zone. Okay. Now, she does have 3 hits on her heavy. Okay. Now, people at this level like to run stand your ground. Okay. So that is something that I need to be aware of so that I don't do anything stupid. Yes. Well, I not do throwing my last invuln because why not? So, I forget. Like, I'll be ready for the fights, and I'm sitting there going to look at boost and nodes 3 more times each. Look, okay, this is important to war safety. Always check your boost and nodes at least a minimum of 10 times each fight, okay? Have to do it each fight and have to be consistent with it, okay? Consistency is key. Now, I will eventually hit the fight button. There we go. Okay, so the negative zones are important. I start out well. I get that parry. Okay, I get 1 up. Now we're going to re-parry. Okay, I've got 2 up. Now things are going well. Now, I do have to watch out for the power stings just in case. And we're off. See, he's throwing that special. He'll go unblockable. Fine. But right here. I think it's right here. Yeah. We start heavy spamming in the corner. And I'm like, man, this fight easy. It's breezy. I forget about stand your ground. Okay, see, there's 2. Okay, but I don't notice. I'm thinking I done won the fight. Bam! 3 resist in a row. What are the odds that 3 in a row? And it wrecks my shit. So now I'm panicking. And I'm trying to channel, the SSX ancestors to get through this fight. Because, I'm like, oh, man, he's just halfway dead. So, because I would never do anything stupid, no. And, man, at that point, I'm like, oh, okay. Because the block damage started adding up. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. So we go and throw another heavy just to keep up the negative zones. He throws it. Now, because I'd never do anything stupid, what do I do again? I start heavy chaining in the corner again. Since it worked so well last time, I'm going to do it again. Now, what I should have done is thrown a special. Something. No. Let's just heavy chain in the corner. Because, hey, what's the odds I get triple resisted again? Oh, that fight aggravated me. I mean, what's the odds that this dickhead resists me 3 times in a row? Anyways, I digress. But now we're going to our mole fights. Now, I did go to Carl. Carl's the best mole player I know. So, we opened up the book of Carl. I sound like a preacher. Next thing I know, I'm going to be over here. Come on, brethren. Come on. Today, we will be reading out of the book of Oakley, chapter 1, verse 1. if thou shalt do stupid shit, thou shalt get stupid results. I gotta quit. I'm gonna get struck by lightning walking out of my house. I apologize. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was just kidding. But now I did talk to Carl. Carl is really good. And I did learn that if you have at least 3 points in, stand your ground, you can block unblockable even with frenzy up. Now, in this void fight, I want to keep my charges at 5 or less. So we're just going to do a few hits, let him hit into my block, just to keep the charges down. Because I'm going to purify his buffs, and then 2 more buffs every time he throws a special. So I have to keep that in mind. And this fight's easy. Not much to it. I don't go for the nuke. But, he goes down. I did max out. I had on full suicides. I did max out deep wounds as well. And yeah, that's it. I did play that one slow. I'm trying to make Carl proud here. But now this no fight, I straight nuking. Straight nuke. That's the plan out the gate. Nah, we ain't slow playing nothing here. No, sir. Now, I do look at his SIG to get an idea of how many debuffs I'm going to have on me out the gate. That way I know roughly about how many charges I'm going to have when I purify it. It was 130. I guessed. I don't really know what 130 divided by 13 is off the top of my head. I'm Southern. We don't do math. But it gave me an idea that it's roughly going to be around 10-ish. Somewhere in there. I'll leave the mathematicians be exact. But I do use the Power Start one again because I want to get to my L2 as quick as possible. I'm going to run Power Back Boost. The plan is L2 and then L2 again. Dash back, Purify 'em. Heavy so I can get more charges. And then we're going to do the same thing. Okay. Now I'm almost at L2. And there it is. We fire that baby off. Look at it in all its glory. With the Power Back Boost, we get to another one. And that's it. 25-second fight. That's it. I'm telling you. If you blinked, you missed it. But that was my war. 6 fights. It was a close war for the most part. We finished before they did. It was like 4-5 for the most part. And we had won, so they kind of threw some deaths at the end. Which really it was 3 for us. We had 1 disconnect. So we had a decent war. Hoping we can keep it. We're now 5-2. So hopefully we can keep the momentum going. All right, folks. That's it. That's all for me today. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one.